Do not get me started on cannon rushes. Now, everyone knows that a cannon rush is a classic cheese maneuver in which a probe gets into your base, builds a couple of pylons, couple of proton cannons, and that is you absolutely gubbed. You really need to try and get in there before them, but as myself and probably the majority of people that play StarCraft 2 know, even up to the Grandmasters level, cannon rushes are a pain in the butt. They are, truly, you'll know, unless you're doing the cannon rush, in which case, like, fair play to you. If you can do it well and you can achieve victory with it, then it is a way of winning the game. So yeah, GG's to you, but yeah, for the rest of us, we struggle. I struggle. I think anyone can struggle with a cannon rush. So yeah, if that sounds like you, watch this video, because we're going to look at how I managed to, for the first time ever, defend a cannon rush. Not only that, it was a cannon rush proxy gate thing, which was insane. But yeah, I'm going to run through the replay and we can watch it. If any of this sounds up your street, hit that subscribe button. Okay, so we're up against our Protoss opponent, Klingro. GG's. Okay, so I'm going to put this into 2x speed. Just to get it going, what we'll do is we'll hit Z to give us a little bit more room to look. And we'll start with myself. So we'll hit D, get production tab. So as always, just building SCVs, normal build. We'll go into SCVs into supply depot. Fantastic. So your normal Terran build. And yeah, we've got my opponent's probe. Slowly but surely coming across the map here. Set up a little gate proxy here. So I've got my barracks down. Fantastic. More SCVs. Refinery. And then I scout with I think it's this SCV. No, it's this SCV. So this SCV. Oh no, wait. I remember. I'm trying to like get into this base early to try and get an extra base out on the sly. But I do send a scout out at some point. But by this point, it's 1.5 minutes in. 3 gateways down. So there we go. There's my scout. And I'm like, okay. I think my scout gets to the other side. And I realised that they don't have an expansion, and I am most likely getting cheesed here. So a bit early on this command centre, but our probe's coming in, builds the first pylon. I'm like, it's outside my base. I'll build a bunker. So that's the first thing I did there, was I built a bunker. I'm not aware at the moment of this proxy that's happening over here. All I know is that I'm about to get cannon rushed. So I'm like, let's get it. So attack the probe. The first cannon starts. Thankfully I've got a couple of marines out, so they'll just kill that, no bother. But it's this here which arrives, which I was unaware of. Thankfully I built a bunker. I said I would build a bunker for a reason. I built a bunker because I couldn't see an expansion. I thought I was going to get rushed, proxied, or whatever. So that is a good identifier if you're watching this and you don't know that. If they don't have an expansion, it's probably good to build a bunker, because they're probably going to have a one base timing, which essentially means that they are going to try and use the resources that they have from one base, don't expand, which saves them a lot of resources to build military units, which then they can use to try and attack you in the early game, which will crush you, or at least really hit your economy, which gives your opponent the opportunity to get ahead in terms of economy, or at least even the playing fields, because yeah, one base all in is like. Anyways, so yeah, this proxy's coming. So thankfully, I close my wall and I defend with a bunker. Now, the first thing I should probably mention what I do here is these guys are absolutely just going to maul that wall, because they've got high melee damage. And what can you do if your building is getting damaged? In a situation like this, you can literally just repair it. So I pull a few more, because obviously the one SCV is not repairing as much as the two zealots are damaging the supply depot. There we go. But because I've got a bunker here shooting them, he wants to try. My opponent wants to try and keep their units alive. So yeah, they run away, which is fair. So repair this, it means that they don't have any range, so they can't get into my base. They can't shoot any of my units. So they're going now for my expansion, which I think I just left, and then I bring some more SCVs in to repair the barracks. Meanwhile, my bunker is just putting shots into these zealots, pesky protos. Like, I mean, I'm so inefficient here. I mean, I'm still building marines, I'm still building SCVs, but what I haven't mentioned, which I probably should have mentioned, is the most important probably part of this, is that your macro game doesn't have to stop just because this is happening to you, right? So I'm building this bunker. Like, I know I'm about to get... Sorry, not at this point, but when the adepts run in, the zealots run in, I know I'm about to get hit by something. So factory is the next step in my macro cycle, so I want to get tanks out. Now, being able to defend this initial push by repairing this, had I not repaired this, most likely these two would have done a significant amount of damage to the point that these three, or even got through it on their own, that these three could have come and destroyed that. Once they're in the base, I can't really do much about that. You can keep them out of the base. The other thing you can do, so if I click on my guys, the other thing you can do is the extra supplies due to the new patch. It really increases its health to 500, but if the supply depot is at 100 health, it brings it back up to 500 health. So you could actually really annoy your opponent, let them think that they're going to kill your supply depots, and then just fire down the extra supply, and that would infuriate most people. So yeah, as I say, we got the factory out, we're building the tech lab, we've got time now, right? Because thankfully this is high ground, right? So if I just say here, currently, without these zealots running up, and this is a good shout from one of my YouTube commenters, I really appreciate that, talking about the high ground. You know who you are if you're watching. I really appreciate that, because that really helped me in this game. These zealots unlocking the high ground for the cannons, photon. I was saying proton cannon. That sounds a lot better. Maybe Star Trek. These photon cannons can't shoot up here because they don't have any vision on my buildings. And as soon as the zealots come up, they start shooting, and then I start repairing. So I'm continuing my build, another barracks, because what do we need? We need more military units. We know for a fact that our opponent has invested a lot of money into building 3 gates and continuing to build zealots, as well as building cannons and pylons everywhere. So I need more military units because I need to get to a better standpoint in terms of supply. So at the moment it's 8 to 9 supply. My opponents would have been a lot higher previously, but there we go. Tank is now in production. As soon as we kill the enemy unit in the high ground, the cannons can't shoot. So here we go. So down to 4 zealots, 4 are these 2 supply each? Yeah, so these 2 are the only military units that are on the board. I don't know this, of course. We heal this. I think, yeah, that marine actually saved that supply depot. Now the tank's out, so that's us into the point now where we can then start to clear out the push in our base. Essentially, we clear out these cannons. I mean, I don't know how much cannon is, 100 minerals or something like that. There we go. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600 minerals. That could have been a nexus and a bunch of a forge or another gateway or whatever. The whole time this is happening, right? So I siege my tank up. My tank's always going to start shooting the cannons. The whole time, as I say, my opponent hasn't made any units that are ranged that can shoot up or down. So I just need to hide in my base, which is fine. I learned how to do this by losing this matchup so many times because that first depot died. Honestly, repair the supply depot, and that will stop them from getting into your base. In terms of the cannon rush, if they're on the low ground, again, just make sure nothing's coming up that ramp. You can't get high ground vision, they can't shoot you. You just put your tanks down there and they'll just shoot them till they die, as we were about to see. So let's just speed this up. What am I doing? I'm building another barracks. Cool, I stopped making SCVs? How dare I? reactor on the barracks, because it's not an immediate threat anymore with that tank. You don't need that many Marines because we've got the bunker. Am I not building SCVs? That is shocking. I mean, look at my economy as well. I've got one SCV on the gas. Okay, so they did get through there. And you'll see that now, I think. So this, yeah, this zealot's gonna pop up. Yeah, and they go for, the 3 cannons go for the supply depot. Bada bing. I'm not repairing it, look, it just dies instantly, and then they're in the base. If there was 6 zealots, they were going to taking a beeline straight from my mineral line and just caused an absolute ruckus. Thankfully, my SCV tries to build a supply depot, and the tank sort of just gets in range. Yeah. Oh, maybe not, actually. Did you die? Yeah. So we lost that supply depot, which means our wall is open, but they can't see up at the moment, so we just shoot them with tanks. And we build. We then maintain the wall again. And by this point, I'll bring it back. So I was so enamored with what was going on in this area of the map, I didn't look at the top of the map. So this is what I see. So I flew my command center over to this other side because I was like, I need to get this up and running. My opponent most likely is still on one base. I need to get my second base up and going. However, I did float right over the proxy gateways. So my next point of attack is to kill this, because I'm pretty positive these 3 gateways are probably the only gateways my opponent has. Why would you build one in your base if you're doing this sort of build? So yeah, I think at that point I just start to crank up production. More supply depots, yeah, more Marines coming. What's my... Yeah, I mean, I can have rolled into the base now. So yeah, I think it just build up a little bit of an army. We push out. We go for the proxy gate. At that point, my opponent is attacking my second base, and it's just a quick case of lifting it. Lift the base. It sounds simple, it's actually quite hard to do at the time, because you're like, oh no, I'm getting attacked, crap. But if they can't shoot up, just lift it. And it's not going to make you minerals, but it's not going to die, which is 400 minerals, so that's good. So at this point I'm like, right, cool, jump in here, siege up, kill everything, because why the hell not? I think my opponent actually does try and like come back and be like, right, nah, better not run into that army, which is fair enough. I wouldn't want to run into this amount of Marines. I don't even think they've got stim. Nah, no upgrades. So at this point we are just going straight into the opponent's base to attack here. Now the most important part is it is not this part of the... It's not this part over here, which is important, because that's going to win regardless, right? So I just move them in there. I will seize the tanks up once they get there. This is the most important part here, is making sure that I don't die to this, because this is still a fair amount of zealots, and if they had been targeting one, actually I don't know, maybe only 2 can actually get in, but like they did a lot of work to that depot. Again, I could have repaired it. Had that wall broken and they get in. The bunker's there. I've got a lot of Marines in. The macro's strongish. But that is it. Your opponent might just go for a last ditch attempt at getting through your wall. I had no tanks either, so yeah, that was the game. That was the game. Yeah, Cannon Rush and a proxy in the same game. So yeah, there you have it, folks. That was a Cannon Rush defense with a proxy gateway in it as well. The first time I've ever done it, so I was actually quite chuffed when that happened. And again, I think it was all really down to repairing that first depot. It's not something that I was aware of as an option to do. So I know obviously we can repair buildings and things like that as Terran, but in that situation it wasn't like a right repair, you know. But now in my head it is, because if they can't get in, like I say, if it's stalkers, that is a different story. They can shoot, but if it's just melee, repair that, and they can't get through your wall. It's phenomenal. I think another important part there to be aware of for me was just continuing the build that I was planning to do anyway. Yeah, cool. I made an expansion and it has to float for ages because it'll die if it doesn't. I could have sent it somewhere earlier. I probably should have sent it to the base on the left and just plumped it down there because there was no way they'd be able to get there. They'd have to mine through the mineral at the other side and then come through, and that was pointless. So yeah, I hope you learned a lot. I learned a lot from that game. As I say, repair the high ground was really important as well. As soon as those zealots got up to the high ground on the ramp, the photon cannons could shoot. So how do you stop that happening? Just get tanking and just shoot everything. The bunker as well, important. If you're getting one based all in, bunkers essential. I think you can always salvage it later, get your minerals back if you need to. But yeah, I hope that was helpful. I was quite happy with it, to be honest. I probably said that already, but I kind of cheered at the end. I was like, obviously GG's, well done to my opponent. Yeah, I feel like I've been playing 3 games of StarCraft a day. If you haven't checked the series out, go check it out. I've not been posting videos every day, but I have been playing the games every day. And that was one of the games I played yesterday, which was good fun. It was real good fun, and I think that the progress that I'm making within these 3 games a day videos, this video just is a testament to that, because even in my last video that I posted, my 3 games a day, episode 10, it was a Canon Rush, and I just flapped. There was nothing I just couldn't do anything. Like, even the people, there's so many people gave me like pointers and like commented on the YouTube video, and I really appreciate it. All your comments and all your information that you gave me, I tried my best to absorb as much as possible, and it has paid off. So thank you. Like, literally, I'm getting better because you're commenting on my videos, so I can't thank you enough. Like, I really enjoy playing this game. I really want to get to a higher level. People have been saying very nice things about how I'm playing, and obviously the constructive criticism as well is amazing. So thank you so much. I literally couldn't have won that game without you. So it's so appreciated. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll post the next 3 games a day video soon. I think maybe tomorrow. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you there. I might do some streaming at some point as well, but I do need to try and work out this 3 game a day, because I want to play more than 3 games a day. But I want to be true to the nature of the series, so I think I'm gonna have to maybe cap it at 30. But if I do 3 games a day for 30 days, that's like 900 games of StarCraft, which is a lot of StarCraft, I think, in 30 days. Anyway, it adds up. Anyways, I'm rambling. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this fun, helpful, informative, entertaining, any of the above, or if you found what you've learned helpful, please hit that subscribe button, like the video, tell your pals, it's appreciated. But yeah, thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.